What's good, YouTube? It's BadBot Nate, and today we're talking about the big news and some smaller stories. The lead story today is the Marvel Doomsday cast announcement, then we'll get into some Spider-Man stuff and finish up with some Luke Cage news. So let's get to it. Marvel just announced its Doomsday movie cast. Let's take a look. Some noticeable inclusions are the X-Men. We'll start with newcomer Channing Tatum. If anything, I'm happy for the guy. Not my pick for the character, but good for Tatum. We got to see Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen's chair. That's fantastic. Alan Cummings was originally a one and done as Nightcrawler, but he's back for more. Rebecca Romijn and James Marsden are back. Hopefully they do justice to Cyclops. Now, we had a feeling that Kelsey Grammer would be back due to the Marvels, but my first question is, where's Halle Berry, Famke Janssen, and Shawn Ashmore? But moving on from the X-Men, we got Thunderbolts, Avengers, and Fantastic Four cast. I think we knew we would see names like Sebastian Stan, Florence Pugh, Anthony Mackie, and Pedro Pascal. We saw those coming. However, what is noticeable is the lack of Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch, even Iman Vellani, and I looked twice and I did not see Brie Larson. So questions. Do you think we're gonna get to see the teams fight? Maybe Doom manipulates them into fighting, or who knows? How many characters do you think are gonna die? Do you think we'll get the other half of the cast in Secret Wars, since these are companion movies? Like how Cap had a minor role in Infinity War, but a major role in Endgame. And finally, if this is the cast they're announcing, who do you think they're holding back? Alright, so let's talk Spider-Man. I was supposed to get this video out last week, but never got to it. So the Spider-Man news, Marvel editor Tom Brevoort, I think that's how you say his name, made some comments, and we're gonna look into them. Quote, he can get back with Mary Jane. He just can't actually tie the knot with Mary Jane. End quote. Why? Seriously, why? We understand Spider-Man's life is supposed to be tough, challenging, difficult, all that, but he can come up with new challenges for this character. Can we give him some more grown man issues? Peter and Mary Jane have been doing this dance for literally decades. It might be time to move on. Brevoort also said those are the ground rules going in. If you're gonna work on whatever character, if you're gonna work on Daredevil, you're going to have to deal with the fact that he's blind and he's probably going to stay blind for a while. End quote. Now, that's genuinely dumb. Being blind is something Daredevil's had to do with since the beginning. It's baked into his origin. You can't compare Matt's blindness to Peter's marriage potential. So what's odd about this is that Spider-Man fans clearly want Spider-Man to progress in life. I specifically chose not to bring up Ultimate Spider-Man for this video. Alright, so that's it for the Spider-Man story. Let's move on to Luke Cage. Mike Coulter currently wants to return as Luke Cage. Now, I think he's been on both sides of this. I think we've heard him say he's done. I think we've heard him say he wants back in. Who knows? But I say let him. I say let the whole team back. Maybe not Finn Jones, but Kristen Ritter and Mike Coulter, yes. I mean, the way season 2 ended of Luke Cage, I think they can bring him back as a mayoral competitor for Fisk. Luke Cage season 2 came out in 2018, so it's been a while, but if I remember correctly, that season ended with the character in a slightly darker place, so there's a lot of story potential there. Maybe Cage could be more at odds with the rest of the Defenders. So what do you all think? Should they bring everyone back that's willing to return? I mean, let's keep it real. If the paycheck is big enough, just about anyone will come back. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed. Drink lots of water and see you next time.